It all breaks down. We go get a nice iced coffee, but instead we'll go into Vertigo between FaZe and Virtus.pro, a mid-bracket matchup. These teams lost a game? Well, apparently one will go down into the last chance, Harry, and that's how we'll find out here in this first match.
That's right, it's the fun bunch, and we're going to be taking you in. First round will be played right now, believe it or not. We've teed that one up first on the docket. FaZe Clan CT side start, and already Rain's made contact. VP running down this B site, and into ropz and Rain they'll go.
Oof.
Clean double entry out of just one guy, actually. Faye kind of nailed that, didn't he?
Blitz there too.
I love that for him.
This is pretty cooked for FaZe. They're going to throw themselves around the corner. Smoke fade. Might catch Norb. Oh, he's just going up and down. They saw the Julies. 1v3 for Brokey. He'll go nowhere. But back to CT spawn. It's VP with a pistol.
Also, how sick is Electronic? He was the one throwing the util.
Love that for him.
Least familiar with Vertigo. Yeah. Still a baller.
But he's put the hours in,
he had
like
cool
Hugo
lineups
before the show match.
Yeah.
He's put the hours in.
Well, Harry, you know, if you want to win, you've got to try.
And have the pros carry you over the finish line.
You've got to try it, Harry. That's part of it. You know, if I don't
I was trying so hard.
Yeah.
Right, one of the guys in the server right now was my teammate, and I outfragged him.
And he was playing great. I love Norbert.
What guy was that, Harry?
Fame. I used the M249 a lot, so I don't get the vibe he was as trying as hard as I was.
He was putting on a show.
He was putting on a show, and that's what it's all about. I wonder
literally, it's a show match.
I wonder if he brings it out in this game. Because this is kind of the show match of BO3s, where it finds itself in the group.
I mean, no one wants to be in that last chance bracket at the end of the day.
This is the problem. Like, what does FaZe do here, right? Because they never go through the upper bracket.
Sure.
You know, they always fall to the lower bracket.
Losing?
No, but like, there's a bracket in between the two brackets. So how do they? Is this the lower bracket for them now? Because you know they're used to dropping one level.
They just take the longest possible route to the playoffs. So that would include losing this game and then winning out in the last chance.
Hugo,
hello.
PEMDAS/BODMAS. What do you do with brackets in brackets?
Consultant accountant.
No, come on, man. You did maths.
Yeah.
Surely at some point
years
in your
ago.
Life. Well,
I can count. That's about it. And I count that this one is 2-0 for VP. Oh my god, I love the attempt from ropz. The flying Zeus. But VP sweep it under the rug. No deaths. No hunting from low players here.
Something that should also be mentioned is, you know, if FaZe is going into the veto and they're saying we're going to ban overpass, obviously there's a chance that VP picks Vertigo. However unlikely they think it is, and at the very least what that's going to mean is they'll go over in prep over there, Vertigo. They'll have a plan for the pistol, first gun round, you know, a couple of rounds that they want to do 100% in the half. So, you know, it's not coming as a surprise for them. It's just they would have rather if VP went somewhere else, I think. But it's not like they won't know what they're doing on the map.
Well, speaking of coming by surprise, Hugo, did you ever get that checked out?
With a fun bunch. What can I say?
That would be no fun.
That one caught me by surprise, Harry.
Well, here's the buy round. FaZe Clan, they've got the guns in play now. And VP, they're playing with themselves. They're playing with a bit of a bonus. That's what I meant to say.
James already done that. He's ready to go.
He's warmed up. And so there's a bit of a stalemate for this control over towards the B stairs. Anyone else can literally say anything right now. I will make y'all aware of that. Rain.
Well, they're just slowly like
you know,
fighting for control.
Can you not deal with some silence,
All
Harry?
I'm going to say is if the standard we're setting is that if the rounds are slow, we're not talking, this is going to be a very silent game.
I'm just waiting to see what FaZe is going to do, you know? See, that sounds great.
Oh, 1-for-1, Rain in the open. He should not live there, but he gets out. Molly goes too deep as well. Rain just buying time right now, being a body in the site. And he even swings off the flash. Lovely work for Rain. 3 kills somehow. And Jame, of course, well, no prizes for guessing where this one's going. So let's just all sit here and just take it in, I think, in silence.
That's how you prefer to take it?
You go, come on! You gotta say it. Add a little witty bit of flair, you know, like
Flamboyancy.
Yeah. James dead, and FaZe are on the board. This could be their moment. It's up to you who I'm referencing when I say it could be their moment, but it could be. So let's see whose moment it is, shall we? As we have yet another round of play coming down the pipeline. Virtus.pro, they're going to come in with a little pause. Dastan.
They want to talk it through. That's very good, you know, before important moments. See what the buy is going to look like. What are we trying to do? Who needs the nades? Who has to go with the MAC-10? Who gets the AK? We all know who gets the AK. Jame gets the
Jame gets the AK.
There's very little talking for a team that took a timeout.
Yeah, sometimes I think it's just good to have a moment, you know, a little breather.
In silence. At least, you know, for VP...
That was nice.
Yeah, VP played Vertigo a lot recently. Not with a lot of success, but they still played it a lot. So they're practiced in their protocols and the nades and all of that stuff. We'll see, though, if it will be enough to take down FaZe.
Flit's on the AK, but Jame is armor Glock, which means he has little faith in Flit winning the round. Or at least a goal to take that gun.
All right, it's a half buy. But again, it's weird because they get 1900.
They need the plant.
So a couple of guys will have the same money that they had this round.
Oh dear. Well, Norbert's relying on his team to come through. And Electronic coming through the smoke. What a shot. ropz jumps up. He won't last long. And meanwhile, Electronic finds that entry again with a Tech 9. So he's even got an AK. They're arming Jame. This one is slipping out of the hands of FaZe very quickly.
A bit of a regress here for karrigan, but he won't see anything.
Still a lot of utility for VP. I mean, they can just go for a full A execute.
Crazy amount of util considering what they brought with them into this round, right? The fact that they've been able to hold on to all of this.
Nice little fake has worked perfectly. Drawn 3 players over B, and because no one's pushed, karrigan's realized. 30 seconds, and VP know that FaZe can't be in front of the smokes here, so execute comes down, and plant should too. FaZe, unless they jump through these smokes, they might have to save, because there's no kit, there's no nades, and they're a man down in the post. Oh, just hoping for chance spam. VP give them nothing.
But it's cool though, you know, like you're watching this and you're saying like Jame is buying small Kevlar and a couple of nades and plays with a Glock. Like, are you kidding me? Just buy a P250 as well. But 2 guys have AKs, right? Like someone has a pistol, so you can just pick up something. And if what you're going to be doing in that round is just providing support with some utility and not actually be the one taking points and taking fights, it makes sense, right? Like, and a lot of people will still be like, yeah, man, but it's still just 300, just buy a P250. And I'm not saying they would be wrong, but it's just the way they approach it is super different. What was weird to me is if they lose the round without planting the bomb, it would be very similar to the money they had at the beginning of the round. Because you usually, you know, you do a half buy so that you can full buy the next round. But if you have almost the same amount of money, what were you doing in the first place? Like either buy or eco. And VP works in mysterious ways sometimes when it comes to the economy. But worked out this time.
Jame is cost cutting so hard he didn't even upgrade the helmet, which would have cost $1,000, but FaZe have A1s. So.
Electronic has been mad in these rounds, running it up short, trying to run security, but he gets cut down, spending 5 nights at Freddy FaZe Bears. He'll fall early. And an early advantage taken here for the FaZe squad. ropz over in middle, beautiful. Lines them up and knocks them down. Goodbye, VP.
Lovely off angle. Fame, any damage will go a long way here because FaZe are onto a flawless rifle round. That's just what they needed to get back in the game on this CT side after VP won their eco.
I got another one for Rush's game show as well.
Yep.
If he wants to describe this team, he can say, what are 5 guys doing at a urinals, not the restaurant. It's not 5 guys like the restaurant. Like just 5 individuals at a urinal.
Dudes.
We pee, mate.
That's good.
Come
That's
on.
good for
Come
the echo.
Yeah. Thank you, Ahmed. No one can hear him, but I can.
Is that your like imaginary friend?
That's my imaginary friend. Oh.
What's he saying right now?
Right now he's quiet. I can't control when he talks, but he tells me to do bad things. So Frozen over here at short. What bad things is he looking to do in this round? As the smoke fades, he will look to do a very bad thing. He gives up the man advantage to VP.
I could hear Amit in the room, but I couldn't hear what he was saying. Maybe through your headset?
Oh, so you guys have a shared condition now?
Yeah. We share a number of conditions, actually. We're trying our best to get rid of them, but...
Usually 3 weeks of antibiotics sorts that out for you, just saying.
You got experience with that?
Absolutely. I read a lot. Is FaZe going to get the right read, though, in this round? Looks like it. They're leading a 3rd player over towards A. Soon to be a 4th. VP taking their sweet time, as they like to do.
Smoke hit Electronic. Somehow they still trade it. karrigan's in a power position, catching Jame, and they can't trade because of the smoke. If they come through, ropz is on the other side. All of FaZe in position. karrigan banks a nade into Flit, and they are tagged up already. karrigan ready to finish this one off. Can Norbert get out with a bomb? Really? He's trying, and he's succeeding. Fame's taken space, and FaZe, 13 seconds. I don't know if there's time for this. He's got to be real quick. Fame might have to get off default as well. Stop blocking this one. FaZe will just die for the denial here. Fame will make it happen, and the bomb gets dropped on the cross, so no round for VP. I admire the attempt.
I don't.
Or you think they could have committed A?
Well, should have, but they were already in trouble before that. I think the way you look at why, a good tell whether a team is good or bad on a map when it comes to their T side is exactly moments like this. It's timings, rotations, like putting pressure. How long does it take you to organize the ending of a round? And here, FaZe managed to, make an info play and rotate before VP was even in a position to hit A. And that's a problem. Everything just takes an extra couple of seconds too long. And then you find yourself on the back foot. Like your reactions are just a little bit slower than they need to be. And especially against a team like FaZe, who likes to move a lot, right? Who's very proactive.
Ooh. Up and over for Fame, but right into the maws of ropz. So an awkward fight to give over early. They were hoping that boost could have given them a means into this round. Electronic is now asking for the boost as well, by the looks.
ropz might hear this.
Oh, Fame was the guy.
They've really buggered that one. Okay, this is not an eco. The VP are winning. Gonna go back to a karrigan tier. He can pull back after he sees VP amass. Oh, almost. He goes back for more. karrigan, he's giving them a gun. That's awkward. A lot of damage to Electronic, but there's again only 20 seconds. VP are leaving these rounds far too close, and FaZe are holding a smoke at the perfect time. This is unwinnable. VP need to die, really. They want the loss bonus. Their money is in the bin. Brokey turns back. He takes 2, and VP barely put a dent in the FaZe economy. It's starting to build now.
And a lot of the stuff for VP is also pretty telegraphed. I mean, okay, this was a half buy, but all the pressure is happening at one side of the map towards B. FaZe had 3 players there at the time, like these trades were happening. that they had plenty of time to rotate back to A. Extra utility left as well. And now it's a VP buy. 3 guys.
Yeah.
No money. 2 guys money.
Jame up at the front as well. Tip of the spear. It's the one trying to cause them issues. But now he'll dry VP's tears with his big box of tissues.
They're empty though. It's just the box. Oh, this is a scary position again. If you give VP a gun, they get a lot of mileage out of it. So Rain needs a multi-kill. He'll do 2. Won't escape after the fact, and VP charge into the B site.
Oh, ropz is mollied. Electronic goes looking for him.
Oh,
all right,
nice.
Electronic clean with it for that one. Second kill in the round and not displaced by the Molotov. This spam is connecting and ropz is knocked out too. Brokey.
Oh dear.
Thread the needle will get away with murder, and Frozen hears this rotate from Jame. Sorry, bud. That one's clean as hell. It was Brokey to get it.
Yeah. All right, FaZe waking up.
This is what I'm saying. You know, these rounds are what make it weird. Like now, you know, 3 guys with AKs, but Flit only has 1 smoke. Electronic has a Galil, and FaZe will either buy a Galil and just armor. Yeah, that's what he goes for, but you could have just went for an eco, then have an op if you wanted to. Everyone has an AK and full nades. It's not like they had some master plan for the previous round, you know, like a glaring gap that they figured out, so they just wanted to exploit it. It was a 3v4 from the very beginning almost. Need to get someone like, I don't know, but even if you sat down with him, would he really reveal his thought process behind this, Jame?
I don't know. I mean, one of the things that I've always found so interesting about Jame is obviously he has like his YouTube channel on the side where he's actually like super animated and like goes in depth on a lot of stuff. So it would be a fun one to get, just like an extended, long sit-down interview. Yanko and Jame, lock him in a room and see who comes out on top.
As long as he's used his tissues beforehand.
Yeah. No, I mean, I would love to, because he has a very unique eye for the game, and he always has. I like the way he manages the money.
Oh.
Just the one and done, but VP is still grouping over here on the ramp side.
Oh, they've never walked into a free site. They're always into the stack. FaZe again get a player up gap, but karrigan, another multi-kill from the captain. And Fame, his position is invalid as he tries to take the AK. Frozen lures him in.
You see, if he had the AK from the get-go, Hugo, he would be focused on the fight. Maybe he would win it. Maybe he would clutch it.
They need the money. They need to stop buying.
No, because I think like at this point, for me, it becomes too much. I understand, and you know, Snappy, when we talked to him, he was saying a lot how you have to keep putting pressure on your opponent's economy, and that's why we see the AK drops in some of those half buys, right? And that you can still even out the money afterwards. And if one guy has a Galil instead of an AK but still full nades, that's okay. You can live with that if you keep putting pressure, you know, in the half buys and you keep getting kills and make the round stressful for the CTs. But you know, when you do this, you look at the last, what, 3 sort of buys, quote unquote, for VP, or 4 buys. It's not been great. Like, not everyone has had everything. So, you know, if I'm on that, I'm like, guys, can we just have like a round where we all have 6K in freeze time? If we're losing 5 rounds in a row, you know, or whatever it is. There's this another. Okay, this is a little bit more like a half buy with 1 AK.
You know, Norbert is Glock $700 because he dropped the AK. Someone's got to always be Sanji, no matter what happens. Ray might need to dump nades. He's 10 health. They're going back for boosts on B. Seems to be the case. Fame putting the AK to use. Powerful position though. If he can get up over the wood wall and they can flash default, this player might be in a lot of trouble. He's not looking default though. Nice routing. Fame goes round, hunts down Rain, and he's got a lot of space for VP. Their gun is very deep. It needs more value here if they're going to win the post plant. Molly is too late. That plant will be allowed, and Electronics even armed as well. Flank may be the only way back in, but they've got to wait some time for Frozen.
Yeah, he's going to be late to arrive here. If they could even look to make an incision before he gets there, just something to pull the attention away from this wrap round. Frozen decides against the flank. Instead, he's going to move in through middle. That opens up a kill for Electronic now. They clear out mid, but they're a man down in this retake. This is looking like a save for FaZe Clan.
They can box VP in, but a lot of them will survive on the stairs, or at least Electronic will. Some of them will have to run towards spawn. Frozen's banking on it. Nice exits. Jame survives. As usual. Like that for VP though, just getting Fame in position. They finally force some respect out of FaZe after doing a lot of damage to Rain early, and they root him in perfectly.
It was good, you know, B-pop, good flashes. Jame finally has an AWP, courtesy of Fame, who doesn't have any nades. And Brocky didn't, you know, decides against the AWP this whole half. He wasn't picking it up. Just going with the M4. And that could be a big advantage for VP in this round.
I want Jame to get involved on this AWP. 2 and 6, but without that AWP on the other side, it could be the one that tries to get the ball rolling here. Frozen is making a play, but they heard the molly tag. They should be aware of this possibility. Brokey's even naded out over at the sandbags, and he starts to strike now. They're hoping that this does the job of pulling the attention away from Frozen, but he's spammed out, flits onto a double. Virtus.pro. They've dealt with this ramp control. Oh, that's sad for karrigan. That's a sad way for it to go.
Sick round from Flit though. Triple entry with that smoke spam as well. Felt like they were about to overlook Frozen there. But instead VP, they always find a way. They grind back, and now they're looking for a 6-round half.
But here's the thing, right? Like, taking A control and A ramp on Vertigo is a sort of one of the basic staples of the map. Like, you need to get that down if you're going to have any success on it. That's much easier to do when you have a proper buy. You know, like when the AWP can hold the deep angle, when your rifles can start working up, when you can use all the utility to counter whatever it is the CTs are doing. It's much more difficult when you're, you know, 2 guys have an AK, a Galil, and there's 2 Tech 9s, right? Like, it's much more difficult to win those fights, to take that control. So, you know, you look around like this, that was so easy from just playing default and going for A ramp, and you're like, if 4 rounds ago you just went for 1 eco and then did this, you know, you could have saved yourselves a couple of rounds.
He just killed Jame with the AWP. Jame has money though.
Yeah, it's the last round, they'll be fine.
Well, the VP grind back in is starting to take shape. Now they are building up this money that's been your problem area for them.
Because when I watched Outsiders in Rio, right, when they won the major, you didn't see this much craziness with the money. You know, you saw the AK have buys, right? They were one of the first teams to start doing it. That was pretty much it. And of course, they would play the percentages to the max, and they would save a lot more than other teams, but it was all for a purpose, you know? Like, you have an extra AWP for Jame, you have an extra AK for someone like Fame. And on the T side, they were very good at changing the pace. They had more aggressive rounds, they had faster set rounds as well to throw in with the defaults, and they were just playing really good Counter-Strike. And it's strange a little bit that, okay, you have player changes, but why has that... I don't want to say a philosophy shift, but why all these new things when it works so well for you the way it was before?
Less contest for ramp from FaZe this time. Maybe learned their lesson with these gap aggressions. karrigan's on sandbags, and they have so many Molotovs. And even HEs if he smokes himself, but VP in no hurry, no surprise. Crawling up ramp with Jame covering gap.
Little jiggle. karrigan there to even lend a helping hand. Okay, first fight taken from FaZe, and they're able to close it out. Flit, clean moves to dodge that shot from karrigan. God, if anyone was at the sandbags, they are dead, aren't they? But thankfully, FaZe had just up and left that position. VP, it's a bit of a stalemate for this ramp control.
No flash for Frozen. He is living and dying on this angle.
It's all in the grind. Can't be too fine. Can't be too coarse. The bomb going back. Flick going to reposition out there. ropz didn't see this.
It's the bomb.
But if he plans on rejoining them over here at A, ropz. Oh,
no way.
That's insane.
That's gnarly for Flit.
I'm punching the monitor. I'm punching the monitor. And VP, that is an insane way to pick up the round. Rain left in this all alone, and he can't do a thing, so a split half, neck and neck, right down the middle. 6-6 on the board.
Second half, FaZe, VP, all tied up 6-6, just like Harry loves it. If you like it too, you can send that to us in the, what's the mailbag, Harry?
It's the EPL mailbag at efg.gg. Send in some stuff. It could be anything. photo of your pets. Maybe you want to ask a question. Maybe you just want to let us know some funny stories or things that have gone on in your life lately.
Maybe you just want to vent.
Yeah. We can even give life advice. Hugo's a qualified physician. He can check out any bumps that you've got.
Yeah, I can tell you those are bumps. And that is where my medical license ends.
And mine begins.
Well, look, welcome to the FB group chat. That's right, you're here with the fun bunch, and we're bringing you this second half. And probably the rest of the game too, if I had to bet. FaZe Clan fast up through ramp. Rain leading the charge, and as the smokes come in, pew, 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 pew. VP start to rotate over. Oh wait, the bomb's going back.
Psych!
karrigan's got some legs on him. And what legs they are. All the way around the world, gonna join up with Frozen here.
Ooh, Fame getting out though. Oh, that's a drive-by for Frozen. Can he get any more from this position? He's still waiting on reinforcements. They're pushing A. Flit was still waiting for Rain. Low health, but smoke kit, flash, everything. VP have got a shot.
karrigan gets 2.
Oh dear.
Well, you hate to see that.
Well, it's just made it a lot easier for FaZe now. Clock ticking, gotta go. karrigan, none. Brokey, 1. karrigan halfway there. And I think he's got it. Oh, if Brokey doesn't steal every single kill and Jame is saving Kevlar.
That's as good as 2. He just intimidated Jame with that first kill. He had to run away.
Technicality.
Yes. There he is. The man,
so cool,
the myth,
man.
the beast. No, that's cold.
Harry's got that tattooed like a tramp stamp on the bottom of his back. You ever seen it?
Yes. Every other night.
Oh. What's he doing the other night?
You tell me.
Oh, yeah.
I have a schedule. I have very strict time frames.
Yeah, we pass Harry around a lot.
What's the
Yeah, we work on skits, you know.
Yeah, it's hard. But we make it work.
Someone's got to do it. And it has its ups and downs. For example, sometimes Harry tells me, you know, hey, I wrote this thing, you're going to be in it.
Don't bring this up. This
and
actually
then the
makes me
tournament
sad.
comes along and all of a sudden...
I wanted you to be in it.
That's okay.
What is this?
I wanted Yanko in a skit that's coming, but it got changed. And it was heartbreaking.
Oh, yeah.
And we all know what I'm talking about. For the sake of not ruining any surprises, we'll leave it there.
Well, here's a nasty surprise for FaZe.
Yeah, this little force buy. It's doing them in. Rain cooks up something. But they're going to need more than just that one kill. Someone's got to be the difference maker here. ropz and Brokey. Those are 2 names. As they walk out through middle, they've got to remove some from the ranks
The
of
Latvian
VP.
duo is getting it done.
The Latvian duo.
The Bold Bros.
Oh, my. The sole new Latvian now.
The honorary Latvian.
Latvian by cut. That is it. What's he got in the clutch? 1v2, and they know where he's coming from. Surely. Easy. Done for VP. Force buy. Oh, dear.
This is really bad for FaZe. Not necessarily because it would be bad for anyone, but you know, FaZe with Vertigo, obviously it was their permaban for a long time. So once you get to that T side, you know, you appreciate hitting the pistol. If they were able to win this one, then they get an anti-eco, right? I feel like, you know, they're not in a position where they can win 5 gun rounds, right, to close this game out. I think they need a couple of those anti-ecos in there to be able to steal Vertigo away in this series. But let's see now, Frozen with the hero AK.
Do we believe in Frozen?
Just an AK, actually. It's not a hero AK. They're just full bot, but they gave it to him.
Trying to think of something to do with Ice Age, because that was a good film. And it would tie into Frozen nicely, so just pretend I've said something about Ice Age here. Frozen. Leaving some Sid marks as he moves up through. But he's only good for 1 as he hits the deck. Man advantage goes the way of VP, and they are thinning this herd. It's like the what was the name of
they're
the extension event?
exterminating FaZe like they're mammoths.
There we go. Electronic, always very loud. We've noticed this iteration of VP is far louder, maybe even far prouder than previous iterations of the squad.
Yeah, Electronic brings a lot of energy with him, you know, strong comms, loud comms. We'll see, obviously, it's way too early to make any conclusions about this new VP lineup, but on paper, just I think Electronic as a player, he's one of those guys who just has incredible game sense, right? And even though he wasn't successful as an in-game leader, having to in-game lead for even a little bit helps widen your perspective on Counter-Strike, right? Like, because you need to look at the big picture and you need to figure it out. So then when you go back to just playing, you're not going to forget those things, and you're going to know how to maybe abuse rotations a little bit better, how to move players, what to ask for, which moves to make in game. And I don't know, man, what it is about this Cloud9 project, but it was just a complete disaster and waste of time. And I still believe that Electronic can be a great player in the proper environment.
Yeah.
And I don't know if VP is that. I guess time will tell.
Yeah, I always assume as well, like, on the IGL topic, you know, like, you get a real appreciation for, like, the info that, you know, the best way to kind of feed that along and give the helping hand to your IGL to make those decisions as well, right? Oh my god, Brokey, what the
Freakish.
How's he done that? That was a Glock into the P2, he gets 3.
2 Glock kills and a P250 kill. He threw the AK out.
Arms race paying off.
Yeah. Do it with every gun. I mean, Electronic said, you know, to add into the Cloud9 was doomed for a while, and maybe we didn't even know it. I think we did. He even said he wanted to play with Jame and he wanted to play in this VP team for a while. I don't know how long a while constitutes, but...
Ever since Shiro...
Yeah, probably that's when the problems... Well, that's when the problems first showed to us.
Harry, I know you were, like, caught by the dust on hand.
He's done it because he wasn't doing it when they first started.
But he's been doing it... No, at this tournament?
Yeah, he doesn't do it on the opener.
I think he did.
No,
it
blew me away that he wasn't doing it because I was thinking the screen is down, they can see, you know, why isn't he?
No, but it's not for the opponents. You know who it's for?
The fans.
For the community. Because, like, you know, then they look into and make clips of, oh, look what he's saying, and he's, you know, saying this and saying that, and it just wasn't worth the hassle, like, for people to make wild assumptions and accusations. So.
It makes him look like he's saying something incredibly smart. That's what it makes me think every time, because it's like, wow, it's so in-depth that we're not even allowed to know.
I think it looks like he's beatboxing.
It's like, you know...
Or maybe he's flaming.
You know, also, how to make yourself, like, seem busy at work.
I'm an expert in that.
Just look annoyed all the time, you know? That George Costanza classic.
And you're always on your phone, but really you're doom scrolling. But like from that, you have a stressed look on your face.
It's probably not a good look if people want to think you're busy, that you're on your phone at work. Like that.
Wait, really? That isn't how you're meant to do it? No.
You know.
What if you're always taking calls from like...
That's good.
People just back home, but you make them sound like business calls.
Yeah, you can. You can just even have funny nicknames for your friends. Oh yes, Mr. Robinson. I'll get that order right through for you, sir. Meanwhile, you're ordering food for your girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, frozen. Let's see. Order up. Fame gonna find him.
ropz doesn't trade. He wants to play the late game right now. The bomb's coming back, but they're in the A site. AWP is on boost.
I think Electronic spotted them from all the noise that we hear in the studio.
Oh, not the leg. Is going down. ropz is only now lurking through B. He started walking right past default. FaZe need to buy time. This spam is terrifying. Rain escapes.
Somehow, 3 HP the whole time.
Oh, and that was being held. Now ropz doesn't even need to play. If he tucks in, VP are paranoid. They don't even want to go. They're boxed into a cage in their CT spawn. And ropz is routing perfectly in this position. Even Brokey pushing up, getting aggressive. They know VP are done. They just want to take the guns with them. Nice shot from Jame. Maybe they can escape, but they certainly can't win this round. Solid.
I think where you see teams have a lot of success on Vertigo is when you're able to put pressure on A and B at the same time, right? Which is a difficult thing to do because obviously you need to have control of A ramp, B stairs, and whatnot. But meaning you're keeping the CTs in the dark. They have to worry about both bomb sites, and that's what allows for ropz in the end to go for this long lurk, right? Like he has good timing because he's already up there when they're coming towards the A bomb site.
Yeah, I like that there's even been kind of layers to the B play, right? Like ropz and Frozen playing off of each other there. You kind of think you've dealt with the lurk if you find success on a Frozen, but then ropz moves in as that second man. He's floating around the back walls in this round, waiting to see if anyone pushes through middle, because FaZe don't have info there.
I think this is one of the crucial rounds for FaZe in this half. I feel like they have to win it, get the guns too, to get an anti-eco. Because their money isn't great if they end up losing this round. Probably a half buy again. Puts VP at 11 rounds. So this is where you go for your best call here, Harry.
Oh my. Oh God, someone do something. karrigan might be the guy, and he is. karrigan on the board. And even if there's one player left, Flip over at the sandbags. He's going to have to go huge if he wants to win this for VP.
They don't know.
That is true, they don't know.
Oh,
They're not even considering it. They're not even thinking this is a possibility, Flick. Come on now. Oh, raid!
Ooh.
Just shitting on them, and that's how it is. That's how it goes.
Oh, he's Norwegian now again?
He is.
Yeah.
Oh, Flick is Indian.
karrigan's sick.
karrigan is sick.
Yeah, he's been doing
He's
great.
not unwell.
No,
we mean like he's like doing great.
Got 3 kills.
That's so awesome.
That thing in the back of your mind. We didn't actually check sandbags.
That's so good, man.
I'll have a look.
That's Counter-Strike right there. None of that, and then the rest of the copy pasta.
Okay. Not seen that one.
Now FaZe is in a pretty good situation.
I don't think it's from your circle, Hugo, but you'll see. Here we are, VP just on pistols.
It's fine. No. I'm just saying, like, you know, they're going to get 2,400, so that's not going to be a great buy coming into the next one, and that's why that previous round was so important. So the FaZe goes up against a buy that's not ideal. When the score is 10-9, they go up 11-9. Then VP has to either force 2 times in a row or equal 1 for last. And that one round basically netted them 12 rounds.
12 rounds?
Yeah, they got to OT off that one round.
Don't lose this, because I'm getting uncomfortable.
There's no way.
Low. There's no way, he says.
There's no way.
There should be no way. I'll agree with that. There should be. And there probably will be no way with ropz on this backstab. Flitz holding the nade out right now for the bomb plant. Is he going to check this? No, the dink. There's the backstab. That's the safety insurance policy redeemed by FaZe.
Ooh.
karrigan with multi-kill after multi-kill.
He keeps doing it.
I love the hand gesture he just did as well. That was crazy.
Well,
did you catch it?
No.
He like put both hands on his head and then did like piano fingers on the center. Maybe we have it on the replay. I doubt
piano fingers.
Piano fingers.
That a thing?
It's like a
Isn't it just
sequel
like
to
jazz
Salad
hands?
Fingers. No salad fingers. Man.
Yeah,
you know, the weird one.
Look at him.
There.
I think he's just scratching.
Yeah, he's scratching his head. Piano fingers it is.
Piano fingers.
Hi, waiter.
I'll have the piano fingers, please.
What would that be if it were food?
Something black and white, like, you know, like piano keys. Not sure what, though. Maybe a dessert?
I love that
like,
your contribution was describing how piano keys look.
Yeah, you look confused when I said black and white.
I'm trying to think of a food that's black and white.
Like squid and Oh, hang on a second. Clean tap, but Frozen dead.
Another nade, Molly, Fame, push forward, he's got a swing, no choice. karrigan, another clean entry kill. Oh, he's doing trick shots now. FaZe Clan, baby, 360. No scope, karrigan. Oh, they finally get him. It took everything VP had. And through this smoke is a death sentence. ropz is on the other side. Boom. FaZe may be squeaking through this game at the bitter end.
12 rounds, Harry.
You said it, and they're delivering it. They're doing right by you. Just like you did right by them all them years ago, Yanko.
Absolutely. You know, in that Chengdu semifinal, or Beijing semifinal in 2019, I was the coach against Astralis. Did Freya mention that today? No? It's funny, she talks about it every day.
How'd it go? One of your...
They lost 16-0, 16-2.
Ah, well. Triumphant loss, though.
Those two rounds must have been sick.
I guess. Well, what's a triumphant loss?
You're like an impressive L.
Aha. Okay.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how badly we lost. It's one of the worst losses in playoff history of Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
And you were there. How awesome.
I was there. I was in charge. I was responsible.
How did that feel?
Not so great. Wasn't one of the high points.
If it was, that's very worrying.
Yeah.
We were just happy to be there, honestly.
Yeah.
Right,
just
so here we are.
The playoffs.
Oh, look at this push. With the flash, it's beautiful. They're all blind. They're all blind. They get churned up, rained out of ammo, and Jame is there. He will not let them leave. He couldn't get the gun, though. And he's trapped out. Frozen knows he's got this. Trying to save this. What was a 3-on-5? And there's the shot to set him up. Oh, all of that from Electronic and Jame. All for FaZe to have a free A site. And the nade on Norbert will not stop a bomb plant. Oh, that one hurts. This feels already done.
Well, hang on a second.
Now they spot both guys.
Yeah, they might know where everyone is. They might have every conceivable advantage, but sometimes everything goes according to plan, and that's exactly what happens there for FaZe Clan.
What a save for Rain. He's so blind, he doesn't shoot. And that actually saves him. They clear the bottom players and Rain just sprays him down.
Well, like we promised you all a game of Counter-Strike, and to that end, I think we have delivered here. FaZe one away from picking up the victory on VP's map pick. But it was work done all those rounds ago that got them up on a 12. Now they've got to seal the deal up against the Rifles. FaZe Clan, it's not over yet.
Oh, look at the pace. karrigan finally put down. This may be the changing of the tides for VP. He's been the bane of their existence in this second half. He's a pretty big guy. For you! It's close.
Great, just smoke spans. Love Vertigo.
Sure, there's Batman. He might be gone. But we've still got Robin, and we've still got Frozone. Quite the grouping of heroes here.
They got to avenge him, Harry. And we will marvel at that fact. Oh!
The power put forward from Jame. He's running on that DC. Direct current.
That was a reach, I'll allow it.
Looking
Good
down
spam.
the line, tiny gap. Robin's now dead as well. It's all eyes on Frozone and Brokey. Oh, and they have found the kills to bring themselves back in. Here's his super suit. He's up at the front, running on through. Smokes come out. Can he do it? Are they ready for this player over at short? Back turn for Frozen, awkward way to go. It's just Brokey, and he will get overran. They do well to even make that interesting, but it's still a VP round.
Well, you know, they're paid by the round, so they'll make it max at least.
You know which fast food chain would VP be?
Go on.
White Castle.
Why is that?
Because it takes so long to get one.
It's pretty
There
good.
we go. There's that classic fast food humor. We all love it.
Well, not so fast food.
It's a bit of a zinger. Just like the Zinger Tower Burger, available now at
$7.99 with fries.
Pretty good deal.
only at midday onwards, then surge pricing comes in. But here we are, FaZe. Couple more
Surge pricing
chances.
fast food, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Really?
You didn't listen to the last game,
No,
clearly, Mr.
I was
Byron.
making content. All right, take it away, Harry.
Whilst this was at Wendy's, it will soon be a bloodbath. Karrigan,
Oh dear.
he's right where they need him, and he lines up the double. Karrigan is the main character of this game. 2 kills from the guy, and he's teed up his squad to lock in the win on VP's map pick. Rain getting aggressive, and he'll send them packing. FaZe take this one away right before VP are able to drag us into overtime. That 12 was guaranteed, the 13th well earned as FaZe now sit a map up.